Good evening. Welcome to our Red Tara Practice and Contemplation group. We're currently studying Change of Heart, compilation of teachings from Chagdud Gonpa, and we're in the chapter on awakening compassion. So there's a question. It says, which is the better way to practice selflessness? Attending only to the benefit of others without regard for ourselves, or tending our own garden, sharing seeds with others and helping them with their gardens? Rinpoche answered, when we begin spiritual practice, it's very difficult to be truly selfless. We start by wanting for others the same happiness we enjoy, instead of thinking only of ourselves. Gradually, the more we consider others' needs, the more we feel that our own are a drain on our efforts to help. The balance then starts to shift. We no longer feel compelled to devote so much time to our own garden, and eventually the need for a personal garden vanishes completely. From a worldly perspective, it seems as if we will come up short by being selfless. But from a spiritual perspective, we gain immensely from every selfless act. We are not really neglecting our garden. The virtue returns to benefit us immeasurably. How to develop compassion. Think of all those around the world who are dying in hospitals right now. Then imagine that you yourself are on your deathbed. You are about to lose all you have gathered through a whole lifetime of effort. You can't take any of it with you. Your friends and family surround you, but no matter how much you love or are attached to them, in a few moments you will never see them again. Imagine your fear. Then breathe and let your mind rest. Next, bring your attention back to your present circumstances. You are not currently dying in this moment or losing those you love. You are not starving or about to be killed. Appreciate this incredible good fortune. And again, rest your mind. Then resolve to do whatever you can to reduce the suffering of others. Let the mind rest. Pray that you are able to accomplish this. And then once again, simply rest the mind. Repeat this process as you imagine different circumstances in which others are suffering. Last week, somebody had a question for me about how to deal with depression as they contemplate compassion. Because contemplating compassion means looking at, understanding, putting yourself in the situation of those around us who we see suffering. So actually, it is a danger that when we take on or understand or are open to the suffering of others, that we can become depressed. That's why in this contemplation, 4 times we stop and we rest the mind. When we stop and we rest the mind, we dissolve all concepts of suffering, other, self. That way, it's like we are dragging a river bottom. We bring up all of the dirt, all of the pollution, all of the refuse, and then we simply let it dissolve. Rinpoche said, contemplative meditation is like a bird's flight. You need 2 wings to fly. Contemplative meditation One wing is thinking, observing, analyzing, understanding. The other wing is simply resting the mind, letting it all dissolve and meditating. Those two wings together give flight to our spiritual practice.